Happy Thursday, everyone. I'm just going to answer a question that was submitted by someone who wasn't able to join today. So she was asking about eosinophils were coming up elevated on blood work and wondering if detox can cause those to be elevated. So, yes, this person just finished going through their parasite phase of their protocol and have moved into antifungals. So, during that time, yes, if you have blood drawn, then we can see eosinophils be elevated. Those are those white blood cells that are involved in immune response to parasites and other like certain allergens too. So, during a parasite cleanse, what can happen as those organisms are like dying and being removed, their proteins and waste products can trigger an immune reaction, and then we can see a temporary increase in eosinophil production. And then that can obviously be shown up in blood levels there too. So, yes, to answer that, very common to see a short term eosinophil elevation during this time where you're at in your protocol. It's always so loud when it says that. I don't know if it says it for you. The recording in progress.
Oh yeah, it says that. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Yeah.
Good. How's your week been?
Good. Busy but good.
Yeah,
That yeah.
most of your weeks.
Yeah, lately. Yeah, no
Yeah,
break, but that's okay,
yeah.
Nothing good ever comes to those who just sit on their butt, I guess.
Did you have, remind me, was it last weekend that you had like birthdays to celebrate with family? Okay.
Yeah, we went down and hung out and
Oh,
they all had fun. I had to work on school because I was just behind and I had
mhm.
to, but they
Yeah.
all had fun and my nieces were there and they were having the time of their lives swimming in the pool. So
Oh, that's so fun to watch. Just like reliving like childhood through their eyes now too. So
I
that's fun.
know. They're so cute. I love them. And then we ended up spending the night at my in-laws a second night because
Mhm.
the girls spent the night and they wanted us to stay with them. So we all had a big old slumber party and it was cute. But
Absolutely. Oh, that's so much
how
fun.
how was your weekend?
It was good. It was good actually. Yeah, my husband ended up taking a couple of days off of work, like unexpectedly, and so that was nice. So we just didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah,
So that was nice. He needed a little break too, so it was
yeah.
good.
Those are like some of the best weekends.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, it was good. Thank you for asking. But
Good. Yeah.
yeah,
I did have a couple questions this
yeah,
week.
absolutely.
I've been easing in my phase one supplements, taking them today's my first day at full dose for everything but the tinctures.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna add in the tinctures, the grief and emotional drainage tincture. I'm trying to keep track of everything I'm doing.
Okay, good. You're doing great.
Um, my period did finally like taper off
Okay.
on Sunday. Um, so that's good. But I was wondering, I got we got in the car on the way home
Mhm.
and I only had some beef jerky. I stopped and got some beef jerky to eat with my like breakfast time
Mhm.
supplement. And then I ended up getting like super de duper nauseous. Was that not enough or
It could have been. Was it just the beef jerky you consumed?
yeah,
Okay.
beef
Yeah.
jerky and water.
Yeah. And did you take some supplements like with that too then?
Yeah, I
Okay.
took the what did I take? I took the Gastrozyme before I ate it 20 minutes before,
Okay.
and then I took the Liver GB and the Body Bio PC.
Yeah, most likely just wasn't enough food with that and enough like variety with it just being some jerky too.
Okay.
Yeah. So if that happens too, where he's like, oh, like I don't have like a ton of food with me like that, you can always move it to like the next meal as well too, as far as the like gastro or liver. It would probably be more from like the liver gallbladder plus is what I would think. Feeling a
Okay.
little bit nauseous to the yeah, yep. I would think more of that than the gastrozyme, but yeah.
Okay.
So that's probably just what it was. And then like the potentially body by OPC, but probably more the liver gallbladder plus with that. So yep. So yeah. So
And then,
yeah.
okay, I'll make sure. I'm having a hard time with the 3 meals a day. I
Okay.
don't ever do that ever. Um, I usually like will have like a small lunch or a snack at work, and then go home and eat a big dinner. So
Mm-hmm.
the 3 meals a day is definitely different. And I realized how much 134 ounces of water a day is. I'm only getting like halfway, like 64. That's about 60 ounces more water than I used to
Yeah.
drink in a day, but
Yeah.
like 2 water bottles is normally like what I get in a day.
Mm-hmm.
Plus I'll usually have one like non-water drink, like a flavored something or another.
Mm-hmm.
I don't count towards my water intake because it has other stuff in it, but um that's a challenge too. Another question I had is yesterday was my third day in integrating the Seraphos, the thyrotropin, and the biotoxin binder, and I ended up getting like a really intense headache, like through mid-morning yesterday and into this morning. I'm not sure if that was just me or if that could have been like maybe I should slow down easing in the supplements. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Um, yeah, you could definitely like slow down, just like to go back. So like tomorrow, whenever you start them, just do just do like the Seraphos, or tonight, just do the Seraphos like after dinner, and then or like tomorrow. You know what I mean? If you've already done like thyrotrophin today, and biotoxin binder today, then maybe just do the Seraphos tonight and then tomorrow night and just kind of stay at the one edition, the Seraphos for a couple of days. And
Okay.
then if there's no headaches or anything, then you can bring in the thyrotrophin and then do that for a few days and then bring in the biotoxin binder.
Okay. I might just back down on those a little bit, yeah, because
Yeah.
this morning I was trying not to take, oh, that was another question. I was trying not to take any like pain relievers, I guess, because I don't want to add, you know, anything that would be contraindicated or cause a reaction. And I also don't want to add any more chemicals in that I'm trying to get out.
Mm-hmm.
So would there be like, if I would get a headache, are there other ways to kind of help that headache
This one here.
without over-the-counter pain relievers?
Where was the headache at?
Like here and then through my temples, like the side behind and in my eyes, in my temples area, kind of like the center of my
Mm-hmm.
head.
Okay. Um, did it feel more like a tension type headache?
Mm, yeah, maybe it was just like pounding all day long. And it felt like I just kept trying to like I guess, yeah, tension, releasing some of the pressure here with
Mhm.
rubbing, but
I'm going to share this one link with you. Something that you could look into is homeopathy
mhm.
too. And so very safe, gentle, but effective as well. And it's working with your body's like own energy too. Um, and so there's different ones depending on like type of headache, location, what like sensation you're feeling as well too. So I'm gonna put this in
Oh,
the
that would be cool because I get a lot of headaches, but sometimes my husband gets headaches too, so I could help him with that.
okay. There's that. So you just kind of go through and see which one like most resonates with you. So just match those symptoms
Okay.
as well with that. And those can be purchased at what type of grocery stores do you have near you? Or like
Um,
help.
we have Fresh Time, is like a healthier grocery store. Then we have Meijer, Giant Eagle, Walmart, um, and Acme. But I would say for like healthy foods, Fresh Time would be the one.
Okay. Depending, I just looked up Fresh Time. So depending on yours, they do have homeopathy. And so that would be in like the supplement section. And it is the brand. I put that in the chat too. So, but they'll
Okay.
have it like labeled like homeopathy, in the aisle too. And so then you can just go and see like which ones most match what your experience as far as your headaches. Just to get some like relief there too. And if they do not have, let's see, oh, they might have some Boyrin. So, uh, they also have this brand on Full Script, the Boyrin brand, um,
Mm,
with that too.
okay. I'll take a look into that.
Yeah.
I do think like sometimes it has to do with my stress because I like do this when I'm stressed.
Yep.
And cause that my neck and things to go out. But yesterday was just like I was really trying not to take anything because I don't want to
Mm,
take any over the
yeah.
counter. I want to like eliminate the use of that,
Mm,
the the regularity of use, I guess, because it's just so easy to just take some Advil.
yeah, absolutely.
And we're
Um,
trying to repair my liver, and I'm pretty sure the Advil one is processed through your liver and Tylenol goes through your kidneys, but I don't remember for sure.
I'm gonna throw this other one. Did you did you wake up? Remember, did you say you woke up in the morning with a headache?
This morning I did, but
You
it's kind
did.
of petered out a little bit. But yesterday it kind of hit mid-morning and went all the way through the day.
Okay. Yesterday morning, did you have breakfast?
I think I had a protein bar.
Okay. Um, Potentially also if like blood sugar was a bit low too, as well. Um, could play into like why it's hit like mid-morning as well. So potentially there, potentially some like tension, like how you were saying, holding it in there. With that, you could either, obviously try to like massage or rub or do um like a magnesium lotion also, like before
I
bed.
probably should get one of those for my desk, but I use this app called Bend and it's like pretty cool. You do have to pay for it, which is unfortunate, but it gives you like different
Oh,
like
oh,
options for
nice.
stretch routines. So I will use they have a posture one, but I like the one that's at your desk.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a desk stretch. So it goes through
Oh,
and will show you like what stretches do while you're sitting
yeah.
at your desk. And I've been trying to do that whenever I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I'm tight or I'm, you know, tense
Yeah.
there. But
Yeah. No, that's great. I love that. Especially since you're on the computer so much between work and school and
seriously, between slouching at the computer desk and holding my tension up here, like it's just kind of
yeah.
a lose-lose situation for that musculoskeletal group. But
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Um, I would, yeah, you definitely try like homeopathy to help like in those like, acute moments whenever it hits you.
okay,
The As far as 3 meals a day, it's, it can be a little bit slower just introducing and just your body kind of even triggering like those hunger cues as well. So, whenever you are having the 3 meals a day, like introducing that, you can still go again low and slow too. It doesn't have to be like the full meals right off the bat. If it's like, okay, this is what I want to get to as far as what my meals look like, but I'm going to start here and
mhm,
just kind of listen to my body so I'm not like overloading in a way just
right.
to get used to it. Same thing with the water as well. Um, with the 130 ounces too. Yeah, definitely. It's like about double what you're having, you said too. So completely understand that can also, every day is going to look a little bit different with that. So
Yeah.
even if you're like, okay, the next 2 weeks or something, like my goal is to get to 100 ounces and maybe do it that way. So more like shorter term goals to get to the bigger goal as well. Um,
Yeah.
with that.
Definitely gonna have to ease my way up to that total
Mm-hmm.
because I'm already peeing like 14 times a day with
Oh,
just
okay.
the increase. Like I would take was horrible. And I would drink like flavored things over plain water,
Mm,
which is probably a lot of my source of other chemicals and crud.
mhm, mhm.
But I've always joked that I drink all my calories. That's where they come from because I really only like I'll maybe a small lunch or just a snack throughout my day,
Mhm.
and then I'll just come home and eat one dinner meal, and that's it.
Yep.
So, and I'm not exactly skinny, so the calories had to come from somewhere, and they're usually in my beverages. But I'm trying to cut that down.
Yeah.
Um, and drink my water, and I'm putting the trace, the Australian trace elements, I think is the one I got
Yep.
from
Yep. Yep.
Deidre's list.
Perfect.
That
That was my next question.
hmm
Perfect. Are you adding any additional electrolytes or like even sea salt into your water?
No, and I was gonna ask, like, should I do that with the Australian trace minerals? Because we do reverse osmosis water.
Hmm.
And I grew up on reverse osmosis water. And
Hmm.
then when I moved out of my parents' house, we didn't have that. And like 2 years ago, well, we were drinking tap water, which is yikes. And then I begged my husband for an RO system for my
Hmm.
birthday, and he got that for me. So, I know I have to be mineral
Hmm.
deficient growing up on that and then having it back.
Hmm.
I didn't know if adding like an additional salt or something would be too much with that trace minerals or if it is needed because I'm so far behind.
Hmm. I would say just with you saying how much you have to pee right now too, that yes, go ahead and get one of those salt brands too. You don't have to get all of them, just pick one of them. Um, and then definitely like be adding that into your water as well too. With RO, just like you mentioned, it's going to be stripping all the minerals out too as well. So that and even if you like teas to get herbs, excuse me, mineral rich herbs that way as well too. There's that list there in your protocol. But I would, yeah, stick with the trace minerals definitely, and then add in um, even just like one of the sea salts, and you could even do like your own like electrolyte mix too, like in the mornings or like throughout the day with
Mhm.
some like warm water and some like half a squeeze of a lemon, and then the that like quarter teaspoon or so of sea salt as well. And
Okay. I actually was gonna try and make my own electrolyte mix because I like to juice. Sometimes I will juice fruits or vegetables. And
mm-hmm,
of course, the juice that my husband likes the most is the straight fruit, pineapple, mango, orange one that tastes like tropical.
mm-hmm,
Has only the vitamin D is the biggest benefit in that one, but otherwise it's like sugar. But I take the pulp from that and I dehydrated it in my dehydrator and then I
mm-hmm,
blended it up and made like a powder to like put in my drink to maybe get a little of that fruit flavor that's
mm-hmm,
natural
mm-hmm,
and then mix with like a fresh like chunk of lemon and maybe a chunk of orange and then some
mm-hmm,
salt in there
mm-hmm,
to get the that kind of mix because he likes the liquid IVs, but they have like too much sugar and stuff in them for my needs, so I'll
mm-hmm.
try not to use those
Yeah.
and try to steer him away from using those. But
Absolutely. The yeah, as far yeah, there's that list. I'm looking at your protocol too that Deidre
yeah,
had. There's a list of the electrolyte options too.
I think I put
In here.
the Ma Maladone or Maldon salt in my cart just in case because I
Good.
was looking at that um as
Yeah,
well.
it's really good. That's the one I have actually, and
Is
I love
it?
it. I put it on everything like right now, with watermelon
Yeah.
also in season. I'll just like put a ton of salt on my watermelon.
Mm. Okay.
Eat it that way too. So yeah, that's a
Yeah.
great one. It tastes really good. It's like I got
I
like
was
the
also
flaky one. Whew, good.
yeah. I actually picked that one because one of my favorite like food um social media people, he posted a video about how no one will ever understand the deliciousness of a fresh baguette with fresh butter and Maldon salt on it. And I was like, man, I think I need that in my life.
Making my mouth water.
Yeah. I'm a breadhead. I love bread, but trying to lower my carbs. But that's why I picked that one because
Mhm.
he said it was so good. But I'll order that and start adding that in.
Perfect.
With my cardiac history, should I be like cautious of how much sodium I'm intaking?
Remind me your cardiac history again.
I've had 7 direct blood family members die at early ages of heart attacks. And
Mhm.
my grandfather also had quadruple bypass open heart surgery like 10 years ago, has a history of blood thinners and doing all that with his heart too, but 7 of my family members died before the age of 50
Mhm.
um from heart attacks, and they
Mhm.
were sudden. They
Mhm.
weren't.
Yeah. Um, so with that, I wouldn't be as concerned. It's more so with those like underlying causes of what's contributing to inflammation as well. So that's what you're addressing on supporting and like removing from your body right now too, that you'll be like heading into removing like what is contributing to like metabolic issues and in that inflammation, chronic inflammation, oxidative stress in the body and things like that too, that then can come in and like liver dysfunction that then can come in and impact even like thinking about like cholesterol levels and then other inflammation markers and things like that too. So yeah,
Okay.
yep.
Yeah, that's definitely something that's always in the back of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then my last question that I forgot to ask last week was in my initial meeting with Deidre,
Mm-hmm.
she mentioned like of avoiding actively trying to conceive until this is done, and then like if it happens it's okay, but if
Mm-hmm.
like don't like try.
Mm-hmm.
To what extent should preventative methods be used? Like, do we need to use protection, like condoms, basically, when we're, engaging in activities, or
Mm-hmm.
is it just, don't if you know you're ovulating, don't do it kind of situation? Like how
Mm-hmm. I would say with your cycle and how it's fluctuating a lot right now too. Um, to if you wanted to use condoms, like obviously that's going to be like the best way, right?
Mhm.
To avoid. So something that you could consider is using condoms right now, just with the cycle fluctuations. Right now, while things are still, helping things like come back online. So as
Mhm.
you go through this, as your cycle is regulating too, then obviously you'll be able to like pinpoint more of when you are like ovulating or in that fertile window as well too.
Mhm.
And then you can, use condoms during that time or, go from there with that as well. So
Okay.
does that answer that question? Because
Yeah.
yeah.
I just wasn't sure like how far does the prevention need to go?
Yeah.
Because up until this point, my attitude was always been like, well, I'm never gonna prevent my like one chance. Like if
Mm-hmm.
I have one chance, I'm never gonna stop that. But I'm hopeful that after this, I'll have more than one chance. So,
Yep. Yep.
um,
Absolutely.
just changing my mindset on that, and I'll, talk with my husband about
Mm-hmm.
that. Just let him know, hey. for 6 months, this is what we gotta do. But I was just curious about that because my mom, she sat in with me for my meeting and she's like, after like a couple weeks, she's like, you remember what she said about that? I was like, yes, mom. She was freaking
I
me
would
out.
I would say more so, okay, it's like the first, okay, so I got the phase one, that's gonna be consistent. So I would say up until like phase five for you, that's where the like the prenatal and you'll take the probiotic and the biomega too. So after phase four, if that's more so like when you're not like as, like strict around that preventing and stuff too, then it could be around like that time as well.
Okay.
So yeah. Um, so maybe even like with your husband too, just having that conversation. You could always like pull up your protocol and be like, hey, I'm going to be like addressing these things this way under these phases, through the
I,
phase four or something.
you
Yeah.
know, I did that with your exercise one because we've been going to the gym every morning. And I
Yeah.
was like, hey, listen, Anna said
No, you can definitely, yeah, you can use that.
that during the detox part, I'm not supposed to overexert. So I'm gonna have to skip out on the strength training and just do yoga. Darn it. He's like,
Oh,
whatever, because he saw me reading it, so he wasn't like,
yeah.
but normally he'd be like, you're just kidding, thinking I'm trying to get out of it because I don't love working out. That is not my thing. But
Yeah.
um I did read that and I was like, ooh, score.
Oh,
Other than that, I think those were all my questions. Um, I have not been doing like the castor oil packs or the saunas yet or
mhm.
the coffee enemas.
Okay.
When should I ease those in? Because I'm trying to do it in phases.
Yep. I would do the castor oil pack next. Um,
Okay.
and then do that if you could aim for like 3 to 4 times a week.
Okay.
That's a good time. And then let me make sure that's in. Let me search here. Think. Okay, yep. Um, go through, yeah, so it's in your protocol as well too, under the opening detox and drainage pathways. As far as like example week as well too.
Mm.
Whenever you do have everything like brought in. But yeah, castor oil pack 3 to 4 times a week. Obviously, we had talked about this on our last call too, but if you are, on your period, actively bleeding, anything like that, like don't do it during that time.
Mhm.
Um, and then yeah, I do castor oil packs. Then you can bring in the coffee enemas after that.
After that.
Mhm. Yep, yep. And then make sure, I think I did. Okay, yes, I did. All right. Yes, I shared the coffee enema information with you
Yeah.
in that other protocol
Mhm.
too. So again, just like low and slow with that one. Also, if you need to just do like a water enema, like distilled water, just to get used to like the sensation also, just because it's just a little bit different. Um,
Yeah.
and stuff too, then you can. But I'm very excited for you for coffee enemas as well because you just feel so good afterwards. Like once you're like used to it and you're just like there and it's a little bit of like you time and you can do some extra, breathing exercises. You could read a book. You could, just listen to music and just kind of have
Mhm.
that, huh. And then you have a release from it and then you feel really good too. So
I said, right. Anna said, you feel so, so good. Once you do these, you feel like so much better. I think you should do it with me. And he's like, hell no.
you guys could hold hands.
I
Oh,
haven't got him on that bandwagon yet, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing how they make me feel too.
mhm. Yeah,
I did get
they're
my kit in the mail too, so I
okay.
have all the stuff for it now.
I'm so excited for you. It'll be so much fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really nice. And then after that, then if you, because you have access, okay, you have access to either the steam room or your mom has a sauna too.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hmm.
perfect. yeah, so if you want to, yeah, I guess say castor oil packs and then coffee enema and or sauna around the same time too. But I'll just start with castor oil pack. Those are a little bit like easier, right? Because you're at home
Yeah.
with them too.
Mhm.
And then yeah.
Okay. Works for me. I think
Yeah.
that's all my questions. I have this weekend we don't have any uh obligations to be present at, which is the first weekend in a long time. So I am going to hopefully get fully caught up in school. I'm a little bit behind, but get that done, and then I would really like to do some meal prepping on Sunday so that it's a little easier to do the 3 meals a day
Mm-hmm.
for me. I was really good at meal prepping before all of this got crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I haven't meal prepped for probably 8 months, probably. Just been so busy, but I wanted to get back to it to get the 3 meals a day, make it a little easier
Mm-hmm.
to do that. But that's a goal. Hopefully this weekend we'll get some of that done.
Yeah,
But
that's exciting. That'll be a good weekend goal too. So
yeah.
that'll be nice. Anything else you're thinking of?
I think that's it. I think that's it for now.
Okay, perfect. I'm excited for you.
I'm excited too. It's definitely a lot. It's a lot, but it'll be all worth it in the end.
Mhm. Yeah. And then just what you're doing, phases of when,
Hmm.
bringing things in, one at a time. Don't feel like you have to do it all right now in this moment, but just over, you know, a little bit of time too. It'll become more of like a habit too.
Yeah, so like a
So
routine kind of
yeah,
situation. Hmm.
yep, a little routine and stuff. So yep. Okay.
Okay.
All
Sounds
right.
good to me.
All right, Ashley. Well, I hope that you have a nice, relaxing weekend. Excited for you to have some downtime.
Thank you. Me too. I just hope it just doesn't get completely consumed by schoolwork, but
Yeah.
it is partially my fault because I fell behind in what I was turning in. So if even if it's not like a relaxed weekend, if I get caught up, I will have such a weight off of my shoulders just from
Mm,
being caught up.
hmm.
So I guess it's a give or take. Either
Yeah.
way, it'll be all right.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe like during the day too, like make little like moments that like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and do something for this amount
Mhm.
of time, then I'm gonna go outside and walk around or something like that,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
to like
But
break it
we
up
are
a little
gonna
bit.
go to the like little festival. My husband works
Oh,
North Canton City Schools, and they have like a
mhm.
Main Street Festival thing that we're gonna go to. He wanted to get fair food for lunch, so that will be a distraction on Saturday, which will be nice.
Oh, there you go. That'll be nice. Get out of the
Yeah,
house too. But yeah, perfect. All right. Well, I will talk to you soon.
sounds good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye.
See ya.